I'm Travis Crook with the Group Real Estate. Today, I'm going to give you a market update with February statistics, and after that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the different developments that are going on at the base of the resort. They're pretty exciting, and so stick around to find out more. Nationally, Case-Shiller just published its home price index information for January of 2026, and it shows a year-over-year appreciation of just under 1%.
As you can see from this graph, appreciation has been decreasing for about 2 years, or since May of 2024.
There's three things to remember with this data though. Number one, this graph shows percent change. Anything that is positive indicates that prices are still increasing. The amount of change may be decreasing, but we're not in a declining market where properties are losing value. Number two,
the summer of 2023 was a more challenging time than now, and the percent change went neutral at that time.
However, it was a quick dip down and then a quick rebound. Number three, if the current trend continues, we may find ourselves in a relatively flat or slightly decreasing market since the month-over-month movements seem to be more consistent but trending down. Let's take a look at Routt County stats now. The median sales price in February was just over $1.3 million, which is a 39% increase over January's median sales price, which was $943,000. Last year at this time, it was $970,000, which is a 36% increase year over year. As we look at sold listings, in February we saw 37, and in January there were 26. That's a 42% increase month over month. Now last year in February there were 25. That's a 48% increase year over year. All in all, February was a very strong month for sold listings and for sales volume, which is quite unusual for this time of year. February had 32 properties go pending and January had 31. That's a 3% increase. Last year, February had 46 properties go pending, which is a 30% decrease. There were 299 active properties in February, and January had 281. That's a 6% increase month over month. Last year, there was only 208, which means there was a 44% increase in inventory year over year. There were 60 new listings in February and 57 in January. That's a 5% increase month over month. Now last year, there were 73. That's an 18% decrease in new listings. Thus, as Februaries go in Routt County real estate, this was a pretty strong one. There's a lot happening at the base of the Steamboat Ski Resort, and I think the projects are really exciting. I spoke with many of the lead agents on these different developments, and today I want to give you some highlights and updates. Let's start with the Amble. As you can see, it's pretty darn close to completion. They have their TCO, temporary certificate of occupancy, and they are hoping to have their final CO by late June. 2/3 of the buildings, or 27 units, are currently under contract or have already sold. An additional 14 units are still available, and pricing currently ranges from $1.8 million for a 1-bed, 1-bath to $5.2 million for a 4-bed, 4-bath. This is a good option if you're looking for new construction that's available now. Next up, we got 1700. This development will be located next to the Ski Times Square Clock Tower building. There will be 9 residences in this first phase, 23 total. They just closed their reservation period, and contracts and availability should be hitting the market sometime in May or June. Construction is planned to start midsummer and take about 2 years. These will have great views, they seem to be private, and residential in feel. Looking for more of a resort vibe? Let's talk about the Stockman. They're breaking ground on this behemoth in May of 2026 with a planned completion date of 2030. There are 95 residences and 25 are already reserved. I haven't received unit pricing at this point, but price per square foot ranges from 2,500 square feet up to 4,000 per square foot. And just to give you some perspective, the previously highest price per square foot sales are around 2,500 per square foot in Steamboat. These will be great options for those looking for full-scale luxury that is ski in, ski out. Just up the hill is the Astrid.
Currently, they are working on Building 7, which features 4 units that are each elevator served. They are 4-bedroom residences, the floor plans are well thought out, and they all have a private 2-car garage. Current pricing on the 2 available units in Building 7 ranges between $7.5 and $8 million. Apparently, the original plans are now being changed, and the new concept for the remainder of the development will be revealed in July.
And finally, let's talk about the Roan. The developers are currently in Phase 1, which encompasses buildings A through F. These units are a mix of 3 and 4 bedroom townhomes with high-end finishes. They are scheduled to complete Phase 1 in July or August of 2027, but the first units will be delivered around the holidays of this year. Prices currently range between $3.6 and $4.5 million. If any of the properties lit a spark in you today, give me a call and let's narrow those options together. The exciting part about all this building down at the base area is that there's a plethora of options. I'm Travis Crook with the Group Real Estate. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month.